Over the past few weeks, there seems to be this momentum building from the fans and the media that the Mavericks are now a legit, true championship contender. They did a fantastic job of moving up to the number 3 seed, overtook Golden State, even though everyone's tied right now. Both teams are tied at 48 and 29. So both teams are 6 games back of Memphis, 2 games up on Utah. But right now, the Mavs are the number 3, and they clinched a playoff berth. Guys, the Dallas Mavericks are not a championship contender. Stop tweeting it. Stop saying it. I know Dirk got everyone hyped the other night because they beat the Cleveland Cavaliers on the road, saying this team's really fun to watch. And fine, maybe they are fun to watch. But the Mavs they've been playing above their heads, and they've been getting a little bit lucky. Last week, we gave you the clutch stats that came out from Bleacher Report. That, first off, clutch doesn't carry over to the postseason. You'll love that, RJ. So Spencer Dinwiddie.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Clutch doesn't carry over. So what Dinwiddie is doing, the numbers say, will not carry over to the playoffs, which I would think it should carry over because, you know, if you're good in that moment and your confidence builds, hopefully it carries over to the postseason. But I'll send you the article.
I guess what my assumption would be is that that's saying that they don't really care to play defense in the regular season, and you have more contested shots in the playoffs.
Maybe.
Could be it.
That wasn't the explanation in that, but that makes sense. Mavs have won 3 straight. Fun. Thank you for making the second half of the season fun after we all punted on them, and everyone did except for the true 5 annoying blind homers who think they're going to win it every year because you sip Mark Cuban's Kool-Aid. But they beat the Jazz. They didn't have Gobert. They beat the Lakers. There was no LeBron. Evan Mobley was out for the Cavs. They split with the Wolves. They beat the Nets. They didn't have Kyrie. Beating Miami was impressive, but all these receipts that you saved between Bassick and I saying that they were not a contender, let's up it. Let's up it a little bit. If you want to bet that the Mavericks make it to, I won't even say win, the Mavericks make it to the conference finals of the Western Conference, let's bet. And we'll go ahead and put fun $50 bets on however many people want to do it. But don't tell me that the Dallas Mavericks are going to beat the Milwaukee Bucks, the Brooklyn Nets, the Phoenix Suns, and yes, I'll say the Golden State Warriors. Don't tell me that they're going to beat those teams in a series. This team still has to get out of round 1, and y'all are sitting here replanning your 2011 championship parade. I just had to let the air out of the hype balloon because they're playing great and they're getting different guys stepping up. But I'm going to revert to the formula that the NBA has proven. Now, the Mavericks were one of those exceptions. You got to have star power to win. But I got all these YMCA Mavs fans saying, oh, no, it's just the chemistry is special. You don't understand it. It was going to take time. We tried to tell you when they got rid of Porzingis, it was going to take some time to gel and go ahead. And you don't need stars because we got talent wins. And you have one of the greats, and he will be one of the greatest of all time, and Luka Doncic. But I'm not sitting there getting hyped. See, this is what Cuban does to y'all. Mark Cuban's already won. He's already won this year. This regular season run has a certain amount of Mavs fans so excited that it will justify if they don't do anything in the offseason. And Mark can say, did you see, top 3 in the Western Conference is pretty damn good. It's hard to argue with that. If you said, we had a better season than the Golden State Warriors, and that allows him to keep dragging it out and keep missing and keep filling up your ears and your head with hot air because that's what comes out of Mark's mouth a lot of times when it comes to them as a true contender. Now, if this is wrong, it will be an awful, awful time period for me, and my mentions will be horrible and terrible, but no, they are not a serious, legit championship threat. It's a fantastic regular season. Jason Kidd deserves all the praise. Nico, 1 for 1 in terms of his trades. I'm just getting tired of hearing it. I'm getting tired of hearing it because it's not true and it's not accurate.
I'm not scared of Memphis at all.
I am.
The history of the NBA, and unless we're in a new NBA,
I think they're like 19-2 without Ja. I saw
they
something
are.
like that the
It's
other
crazy.
day.
It's crazy. The history of the NBA shows that they'll be bounced in the first round. You know, like teams don't make the playoffs and really have like basically the first time and just, you know, go on runs. The history of the NBA shows there's a progression of that. And now they might, but you know, the Mavericks, I would think, I am not scared of the Memphis Grizzlies in the second round. I think the Mavs are capped at Phoenix. That's their cap. Whenever they play Phoenix.
So you think the Mavs can be, if they play the Warriors, you'll pick the Mavericks in the series?
I don't buy Golden State. There's something wrong with Golden State right now.
Yeah, you know
Injuries.
what it is? They don't have Steph Curry.
Yeah,
That's
injuries.
what's wrong with that.
That's what's wrong with it.
But
when's Steph going to be
out.
back? When's he going to be back? You know, like I don't know. How healthy is he going to be when he returns? But yeah, I think it's a toss-up between them and Golden State.
Wow.
The way they're playing right now, I mean, absolutely.
Right now is not it doesn't count. It doesn't matter. It's like if Luka was gone. Like
No, I say how the Mavs are playing right now. I'm not looking at the Warriors. I'm saying how the Mavs are playing right now.
Okay.
They're playing fantastic. And you know, there is I don't believe that there's some unique, wonderful chemistry where they all love each other and it's puppy dogs and ice cream. I just think they're playing good basketball.
They are.
And that, you know, maybe it doesn't carry over to the playoffs. Who knows? But I don't think they're a championship contender, but I do think they're capped at Phoenix.
So Dallas, Denver first round.
Dallas, Denver first round.
Yeah.
Is that what it is right now?
That's what it is right now.
3-6.
Now, I don't think Jamal Murray's coming back. If Jamal Murray was playing, I would pick Denver.
I would if Jamal Murray is back and healthy, I'd probably go Denver too.
Yeah, I think it's going to be too much to overcome in terms of the ACL. I've read that Denver was usually a little bit more conservative with the return of their players with injuries. So I could pick that as a toss up. I could pick that as a toss up right now.
If they don't have Jamal Murray,
yeah,
I don't think it's. I think it's 4-2 Mavs.
Okay.
I just a team whose best player doesn't have their hands on the ball at all times is I think a team ripe for a loss. Utah is interesting. Their home court's very good. Even though they wouldn't have home court the way it would set up, but playing there is brutal, and all they do is steal a game here. Look, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be like they're going to roll through the first two rounds, but I do think they're capped at Phoenix, and they're certainly not as good as a handful of teams in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah.